Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mark Lance, World Harvest Ministers Network Director. And I wanted to take just a couple of minutes with you as pastors, as leaders, as ministers, as part of our network to share some leadership concepts with you, because my heart is to see you succeed in the area of leadership and the calling that God has placed upon your life. All of us know that leadership is not tied to a position, it's not tied to a title, but rather it's influence. And the greater desire we have is to increase our level of influence with people. As our influence increases, so does our ability to lead them. So I want to take this moment to talk to you about a word called complexity. Because all of us know that in the age in which we live now, there is so much complexity in the world. People are being pulled in so many different directions. They have so many voices being spoken into their lives, and the more complexity there is, many times it makes it much harder for us to lead and to influence. But there's three things about complexity we need to understand. First of all, growth brings complexity. The more that your ministry, the more that your church or organization grows, the greater complexity is going to come. The more problems are going to come. And the second thing about complexity is that complexity is the enemy of clarity. And the third thing about complexity is this: clarity, though it's the enemy of complexity, clarity is crucial to leadership. If I'm going to influence people, I must be able to be very clear with them so they know the exact direction that we are moving. I heard someone say one time that what is a mist in the mind of a leader is a fog in the mind of his followers. We want to be very clear so our people are confident. Clarity brings confidence. People want to follow a leader who knows where he or she is going, is confident with who he or she is and the calling that God has placed upon their lives. So I've taken our staff and I've led them through an activity that I want to encourage you to do the same as well. And that's to answer three questions. To bring clarity, answer these three questions. Number one, what are we doing? Number two, why are we doing it? And number three, where do I fit in? It sounds very simple, but quite honestly, people will respond to simplicity. Number one, they need to know exactly what it is that we're doing. If you cannot capsulize what you are doing in one single statement, then you're too complex. You should be able to, in one single statement, determine what it is that you are doing within your church ministry or organization. Here at Christian Center Church, where I am presently pastor, we have defined what we are doing by one statement. That is that we are creating an environment where people are empowered to reach their God-given potential. That keeps us focused. Every day when I come in the office, I know this is what we're doing. I read that statement. Everything I do must fit within that statement. And an even more important question to answer is this: why are we doing it? Because when you have the purpose, you have the answer to why. That is the fuel that projects you. That is the fuel that strengthens you to do the hard things in life, the hard things in leadership. Because we believe that people have the ability to reach their God-given potential. That's why we preach. That's why we teach. That's why we have the activities that we do. Why do you do what you do? All of your leaders, all of your staff needs to be able to answer that question. And the third question is, what is my role? Where do I fit in? There's certain things that only certain people can do. You as the chief leader need to be doing only the things that you can do, and find the strength and the abilities of the people that surround you and empower them to do those things that they are gifted in. And when they find their role and they operate in their role, there is a unity that comes, a synergy that comes when every person has found the things that they do best and they see that role fitting into the bigger picture. So I encourage you today to take a few moments. Out of the fog of complexity, try to bring clarity. Answer those three questions. Share them with your core leaders, and then see the vision that evolves out of the answer to those questions. I believe when we begin to stop the complexity, focus on clarity, your people will buy into your leadership and they will follow you wherever God wants you to take them. Friend, I want you to know I'm here to do whatever I can to increase and to pray and support, because I believe your best days of leadership are yet ahead. Complexity or clarity, it's a choice each of us have to make. May God bless you in your life and leadership.